reported attempted murder. He keep passing me blunts. He think we in a relay race. What a bummer! I'm finna put this out, and if he asks why, I'm gonna tell him I'm allergic to marijuana. Weed for me stand for with each exhale, I'm about to die. You gotta knock it off. I done already took 2 blunts. He done sparked a third one. Smoke monster. I'm finna play sleep. I'm comatose. Big fella, you took that blunt to the head. Now you finna be in the nearest hospital bed. This ain't the move. I'm finna scoop.
Whatever song he thinking about in his head, he just straight up. I'm like, oh, let me pass the blunt. Oh shit, is G13 really government weed?
I'm sure you have heard of the mysterious and legendary strain G13. Right. Legend has it that it was created by the feds in a secret government lab as part of a classified research project, and it's rumored to have some very special qualities. But is this all just a myth, or is there some real truth to this story? We're about to learn the real truth behind the legend of G13 and the government's involvement in its cultivation. What's up, and welcome back to The Strain Show, the channel where we explore everything cannabis. From the history and culture of weed to the science behind its effects, we dive deep into all things Mary Jane. So subscribe to learn even more about your favorite plant. In this video, we're going to learn everything about the legendary G13. We're going to look at the origin of this strain, free joints from the US government, the truth about how G13 escaped from the lab, how Uncle Sam was involved, and then we're going to look at why the original G13 is probably a thing of the past. So there are several possible origins and myths surrounding the G13 strain. According to some accounts, the strain was developed by the United States government as part of a research project on the potential of medical uses of cannabis. It is believed that the government was conducting research on various strains of cannabis in the 70s, and that G13 was one of the strains that was created as part of this research. But another account suggests that G13 was created by a group of rogue government scientists who were working on a secret project to create the ultimate cannabis plant, and were attempting to create a strain of cannabis that was more potent, aromatic, and more psychoactive than any other strain. There are also a few other myths and legends surrounding the G13 strain, including stories of its powerful psychoactive effects and its ability to cure a wide range of medical conditions. There have been some claims that G13 has a unique and distinctive aroma that is unlike any other strain, and that it produces a powerful and uplifting high that is different than other strains. But is any of this true? Well, the government has actually grown their own cannabis. That part is true. The School of Pharmacy's National Center for Natural Products Research at the University of Mississippi has been growing and breeding cannabis for government-approved research purposes since 1968. Urban Rosenfeld has been receiving free medical marijuana from the government to treat his bone tumor disorder since 1982. And in the past 33 years, the government has sent him almost 135,000 joints. But why were they even growing this stuff in the first place? What were they researching, and what did they uncover? And most importantly, could it be that the infamous G13 strain was created in their University of Mississippi lab? So we do know that G13 exists. It's a strain I've tried before, it's at lots of dispensaries, and it's easy to find the genetics. But if this was a secret government project, how did we get a hold of it? This is the part of the story where we meet a legendary breeder named Neville, who you might already be somewhat familiar with from his popular strains like Neville's Haze. In the 1980s, Neville founded the Seed Bank of Holland, which is credited with jump-starting the international seed trade. It was the first seed bank to advertise in High Times magazine, and by 1986 had sold to 15,000 growers in the U.S. alone. Neville's Seed Bank of Holland revolutionized the cannabis industry and helped bring new and exciting strains to the global market. And Neville traveled the world searching for the best seeds and genetics from Afghanistan, Europe, and America. And it was on one of these trips in 1983 to 84 that he procured the famous strains Northern Lights, California Orange, and Skunk Number 1, as well as the equally famous G13. But how did he get it? So there are two versions of how this happened. According to the most credible account, the G13 strain was allegedly liberated from a government research facility at the University of Mississippi by an unknown assistant. And this story suggests that the G13 was part of a project led by Dr. Carlton Turner, who was studying cannabis sativa and indica strains back then. It was said that the G13 was